now recording.
Man, you know what's annoying?
No, what is annoying?
Fucking fake hurricanes. Okay? Mo Side Gaming just experienced a problem that I've experienced constantly. Where you don't think it's a problem. You don't think it's a problem. But there's just something disappointing about it when like the news is reporting and it's like, holy shit, guys, the city that you live in, it's gonna get fucked by this hurricane. Board down your windows, get ready, you're in for a wild fucking ride. And every time, Mo, for me, I don't know how often you get hit with real hurricanes. For me, in my city, every time, every single time, just like a regular thunderstorm. I've had worse thunderstorms that weren't hurricanes than the storms that I got as a result of hurricanes.
Well, it's kind of fucked right now, huh? Because like we're looking at it's supposed to like I'm looking at my MSN weather channel, the weather channel. Tropical storm Beryl is barreling down the Gulf Coast. And,
Whoa!
whoa! And okay, so since last night, since no one was panicking because even at the end of it, it'd only be a fucking regular ass Cat 1 or a tropical storm. Excuse me, I'm burping. Um, but ever since yesterday, we've been getting little smatterings of rain. Like God is just pissing on us. And then after he gets done, he just goes back to his fucking couch and plays some more PUBG. And he's streaming on Kick. But anyway, so right now he just pees on Texas. We get a little wet down here, and it stops, and the sky clears up. So right now, as of yesterday evening, my city was projected to be at the fucking center of the goddamn eye. Like we're getting bitch slapped by it. And then later on, when I woke up, it seems that the eyes moved a little bit. It might even collapse. We might have an eyeless hurricane. I was about to say hurricaneless eye, and like, what the fuck is that? Just like a bunch of wind or something. But anyway, yeah. So now we're still in the storm warning shit may get fucked area, but it's been going boom boom for about 2 hours now. It's lightly drizzled, and that's been it so far. And it seems the storm clouds are going the other way now. So I'm about to miss a whole fucking day of work because of this fucking bullshit. And you know how much money I've had to spend? Precious shekels, Riely. Do you have any idea?
How much?
Uh well, on top of the regular grocery shopping that I did, I noticed that after it looks like the hurricane was going to bitch slap us, I sort of noticed I didn't really have hurricane preparedness food. Or, basically stuff that I don't have to heat up. I could just spread on a fucking, slice of bread like some potted meat or some peanut butter and jelly, you know? And I've been freaking out about all this stuff like this entire time because I'm like, dude, I fucking hate hurricanes so much, man. They get all like, blah, 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 blah. And they just
It
fuck
does
your
suck
days
when they
up.
go ba 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 ba. You're right.
I don't really know. I guess it goes and all that, you know, uh, so, that's fun. And you know what it does, Riely? It freaking ruins my weekend plans, my long weekend plans, before I transition to 8 hours a day, 5 days a week for the foreseeable future. I just wanted,
Fucking goddamn it,
all I
man.
wanted was to just chill, you know, just play some video games. I've just been trying to play video games, but I've been thinking, well, is my tub filled? A well ways up now. Do I have enough water? I know I have enough water. I kind of have enough food, but it's only for like 4 or 5 days, really, because I was kind of caught like unawares. Oh, you going back to your original question. On top of the regular groceries, which was about 60-70 bucks, on top of the gas 2 times now, which is now about 16-17 bucks. And then I had to go do some hurricane preparedness supplies. Had to get dog food. Had some more dog food. Uh, had to go get some toilet paper. Well, all the good cheap toilet paper was taken, so now I have John Wayne toilet paper. It says comfy and quilted on there. It looks pretty thick, but we'll figure out later on whether or
Mo's
not that
living
is
the high
true.
life now. He's got fucking top
Dude,
tier expensive toilet paper.
oh yeah, 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 dude. It's like when I was like 19, living with some friends of mine in a house in this fucking shithole town. Yeah, I had to go get a bunch of noodle dishes and all that stuff. I got me potted meat, and this is what really pisses me off. Riley, are you into Vahina weenies at all, or Vienna weenies at all?
Wait, you mean Vienna sausages?
Yeah, Vienna sausages. We call them something different here down Texas.
Yeah, I'm into Vienna sausages. I'm a fan.
Okay, so did you know that there are cans of Vienna weenie fucking sausages that are just chopped up into little bits and pieces?
I have seen those on the shelves before. I've
It's
never bought them,
disgusting.
but
No one ever bought them, and I accidentally bought a big can of them. I was like, "Fuck yeah, man! Fuck Vienna weenies tonight.
yeah,
Gonna
I
get
think my
fucking."
mother did buy them for me once, and like I didn't hate them because they're just Vienna sausages but smaller. But it's like, why would you do this? Why is this here?
Well, yeah, it's kind of like, dude, I wanted the big old fucking little thicky sausages, because they're delicious. But I
Do you
got
have any
robbed.
flavors that you like, or do you prefer the original?
Ooh, I really, really love the barbecue ones.
The barbecue ones are pretty good. I'm a fan of the jalapeno ones. Pretty
Have,
big fan of those.
have I ever had the jalapeno ones? I don't
They're
know if
pretty
I have or
good.
not.
Just gives it a nice kick. I'm a
No, I,
fan.
I bet, I bet. I got pissed off because I splurged $1.28 for just some fajita weenies, and that's all I wanted was a little bit of a fucking stack, like I'm fucking 10 again. And instead I get this haphazard, you know divorced fucking single parent trying to feed their fucking kid. Here, eat this, you little shit. And like, dude, like I never felt fucking. I haven't felt poor in a while, but that made me feel broke as fuck.
Damn, Mo Diggity's a
Yeah,
broke boy.
I'm not broke. It's just, well, I kind of am right now, but I get paid in a couple days, so it's not a big deal. But all around, all in all, I think it cost me rounds of like 115 bucks in the space of like 2 days. And that was my like, sit on money, go get some new weed money, like chill money, get gas in your car. Oh yeah, and I had to go get gas again, which now I have a ton of gas, but uh, fuck. To me, putting gas in your car is just throwing away money because I don't really go anywhere except to the stores when I need to or to work when I'm scheduled to. Other than
Fucking
that,
Mr. Krabs Mo Diggity is like breaking down in his car because he doesn't want to get gas unless it's absolutely necessary.
well, I mean, it feels like it. It feels like it a little bit, because I don't want to spend the money. I mean, it really is like gasoline is such a fucking waste of fucking money and a resource. We could do so much more with oil, but we picked the most profitable way to utilize this resource. But anyway, I don't have time to go on my anti-gas tirade. I just want. I mean, if it weren't so fucking hot, I would just walk to the store. But I ain't walking in this heat, man. It's like a fat guy. Stuck in the summertime. It always looks like he's lost and shit. That's me. That's the me with the
Yeah,
lost look.
it's fucked. It really is just like the summertime, especially here, because of how fucking stupid humid it is all the time. Where it's inescapable. I'm trying to walk more because I'm trying to lose fucking weight. I have a step goal that I need to reach as part of that. But I go out and I try to take a walk, and it's like I'm in a boiling swamp, just walking around in the world. It's fucking awful. I
I mean,
hate it.
it's like the sun is punishing you for trying to be active. And you wonder why there's so many fucking fat people here in the fucking South. It's because it's fucking hot down here, man. Like, you don't want to go anywhere. Like,
I'd
the
be walking
people.
around all the fucking time if it just wasn't so goddamn hot. If the sun would just fuck off, I'd be fucking running around everywhere. Because I like walking when it's cool. I like being able to go places. I don't drive, so I walk places when they're close enough to walk. And when it's not hot, that's fine and all cool and good. But then it gets to summertime and it's 100 million jillion degrees,
Fuck yeah.
and I can't do it.
And I live on the coast too, so it's like extra fucking humid. So like 95, 96 degrees, like with humidity, feels like 108. It's just fucking insane. And I work in a plant too, where I have to fucking drink tons of water because I will fucking die if I, from fucking severe extreme, not with an X, like extreme marketing, but just extreme dehydration and extreme death. I'm just going to fucking kill over at my job, and I don't want to die at my job, man. The fuck that. I don't want to die as a forklift driver. I want to die in my bed. Hopefully, in a few years' time, I don't get into any kinky shit where I asphyxiate myself while I'm jacking off, and I die like David Carradine.
Oh, I have to. Have I ever asked you this hypothetical? I'm stealing this directly from PKA, but it's a really good
All
hypothetical.
right.
So Mo, imagine, right? I or one of your other friends go to your house and we find you dead via autoerotic asphyxiation. Classic, you're in the door, you're jerking off, you choked yourself to death, your pants are down, you're dead. Would you rather me report the death as is or pull up your pants and say you committed suicide?
Oh, pull up my pants and say I fucking killed myself, please. I'd rather everyone think I fucking off myself rather than accidentally killed myself jacking off.
So that was such an immediate answer. There's so
Yeah,
many things to consider, such as like how your family and friends will be affected. They'll start blaming themselves for your death when in reality you were just trying to
no,
get off.
no. See, like it. No. All right, look, man. There's enough pieces of the Mo puzzle that fall into place over the years, and I don't choke myself while I jack it. I don't want to get into that, but for any reason I do happen to catch like catch that fucking certain fetish, please pull up my pants and fucking like report my death as a suicide. If and tell you what, if I know you're coming and I am feeling suicidal and I just can't wait till you're gone, I'll even put $100 in my fucking wallet. You could pocket the money and leave just for having to deal with my dong.
Thank you. It's a very sweet deal.
You're
I do I do,
welcome.
I do have a rant I want to go on. I don't know if you want to start the show and then have me go on it or
Yeah, let's go ahead and start the shizo dog.
all right.
And because there's so much more to talk about.
Oh
So much
boy.
more.
It's a big night for the gruesome twosome, baby. Kang might be
Uh
here. It might turn into the boys. Who knows? But we'll see what
I'm he-
happens.
I'm hearing fucking thunder
Uh
fucking going.
oh.
Yeah, but I don't think anything's going to happen for a while.
Get ready for
Uh,
the Riely solo hour.
Dude, you will fucking stop recording immediately. There will not be a Moless Mocast with just Riely. I will not give you that power.
I'm not gonna do like a whole fucking show, but I'll keep going for like 10 minutes. Shit talk with the audience, then be like, okay, hope Mo's not dead. Bye everybody.
Okay, all right, all right. I do permit that. Oh, all right. A one, a two, a skiddly diddly do. Let's start the show. Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the MoCast. I'm your host, Moe's Diggity, aka Mo Side Gaming, and joining me today is my wacky character of a host, a host of a character, or host of something. I don't really know. I have a hurricane blowing in, so I got other things on my mind, or maybe I don't have a hurricane blowing in. All I know is I'm missing time off of work, and my paycheck's going to suck. Say what's up to Riely. What's up, Riely?
What's up, everybody?
Yes, what
I had a
is
joke I was
up?
gonna make and then I forgot about it, so it's
Oh,
over
well,
for me.
no, okay, okay. Now, you said something about wanting to go on a rant.
So I kind of tried to interrupt you and get this in earlier, but I could not, and then the moment passed. But I have the passion in my fucking heart, and I want to get it out. I hate that things just never fucking work out the way you want them to. And you know the fucking poster child in my life for things not working out the way I want them to, Moebigotty? It's a little program I like to call the Issue Crew, okay? I'm tired in the in the most like depression sense of the word tired. I'm so fucking battered and beaten from the path this fucking show has gone down. All I wanted was just to maintain the Issue Crew literally existed initially to maintain the largest issue in the galaxy friend group, yet cease doing largest issue in the galaxy because we all decided we hated it. And then over time, we make this show, and it's good for a while, and we get this big dynamic going, and I'm satisfied with what's going on. And then suddenly, very quickly, things start to slowly fall apart. We lost a member before we even started. First of all, that was funny.
You could have it all. My empire of dirt.
The Issue Crew had 8 members, and it never came to air with 8 members because one of them had to leave due to real life circumstances before we even began. So that was immediately a fuck up. Then, like 2 months in, Heartsy, who we fucking invited on the show because we thought he was funny and a good guy, and he said he would do it. After 2 months and 2 episodes, he's just like, I don't think I really like any of you besides Riely and Demi Gloom, so I'm just gonna not do this anymore. So we lost fucking Heartsy. And then, just over time, fucking things shift, and the show just starts to like lull because I get so sick and fucking tired of the deterioration, the drama that starts up, fucking all of this fucking bullshit. And now the show is in such a weird state where I feel like it's in some sort of a renaissance, but I still hate it in my heart because it's so different than what it was supposed to be. I've reached the point where I don't regret it, but I wish I could go back on switching back to issues, but I know nobody will go for it at this point. Because I miss what the show used to be, which I will never maintain again, and I just need to fucking stop. But it's like, and now the reason why it comes up is because I lose all the original members. Demi Gloom leaves because you like the transphobic meme.
Oh my god, Jason... it was just a fucking stupid tweet. Like, honest to God, like, and let's be honest here, like, Demi keeps Demi just kept leaving, like, 8 or 9 times before all that. No, she
didn't.
Yes, she did. She left a bunch of fucking times. Every other week, it was, I'm leaving the Issue Crew because I hate Jason. I hate Blair. I hate Riely. I hate, blue, blue, blue.
I don't, Mo. Literally the only person I remember throwing a bitch fit and leaving the Issue Crew and then coming back right away. Well, Kathy did that a time or two. But I seem to have a memory of you doing that because of Demi Gloom. So it seems like you're kind of... circling
I did it once. She did it several times. She kept having fights with fucking Jello, like, constantly.
And now they're the best of friends, funnily enough. But Demi Gloom left because of the transphobic meme. Jason hates me now. Fucking... What was the other... Who's the person I'm forgetting? I feel bad for forgetting them. There's you. There's me. I'm missing one person here. Andrew! That's the one. Andrew left because he doesn't care about any of the new people. And, like, I still work with Andrew, but Andrew has given up on this project that we started together, and that fucking hurts. And it's a whole new animal now, and it seems like everyone else involved is into it, but I still feel weird about it. And I just hate that things can never be how you envision them. I had this very strong and specific vision for the Issue Crew that very quickly deteriorated and fucking melted. And I hate it. Why can't things just be the way you want them to be?
Well, because there's just new people, new blood in there that you can't really, you haven't broken them.
Then there's you. I'm out. Until you fucking fix your situation, I'm out of original members. It's me and a bunch of fucking new blood. That's it.
Well, hey, that's just how it goes, man. Sometimes members of the band got to move on, Fucking most of Slipknot.
It's me and Random Candor, who's on once a month. He's a legacy member, I suppose. He's been on for like He hasn't been on those 60 episodes. He's been on probably like 15 of them, but he's been a part of the show for like probably 60 episodes or so. So he's a legacy member enough, close enough. The rest of them have only been on the show for like a couple months.
Oh, that's good. I like the new
It's just a
members. I
whole
like.
different animal. I like them too, but it's a
Well, you just
whole
gotta get
different
over
weird
it.
thing.
You gotta fucking adapt and move on, man. And besides that, it is kind of cool to have like a bunch of episodes where none of us are arguing or hating on each other.
I
That
mean, we
kind of
still do
helps out
that
a
a
lot.
little.
We
We
do
still
that a
do
little,
that a
but
little.
it's like deteriorating. Yeah, I'm really happy for that because now we can focus on the show. And then when the arguments do happen, they're new people having new arguments, so it's not the same old shit. So I enjoy that.
Yeah, so I suppose I always get annoyed with you for being so fucking butthurt about the arguments, but I suppose when they're repetitious and about the same thing, I can see where you're coming from. Because like I feel like whenever me and like Demi Gloom or Jason or Andrew had like a real strong argument, that was good content. But I suppose sometimes it was about the same shit we had already argued about, and that would make it a little repetitive. I understand where you're coming from there.
I don't even remember what time you're talking about.
I mean, I'm just saying all the times, just in
Oh,
general.
okay, all right, all right. I don't recall any in particular right now, but I'll take your word for it.
No, but
Um,
that was always be what would happen. Like, there'd be some big fight. Me and Demi Gloom would get into some sort of disagreement about like morality or politics.
no,
Um,
okay,
and
okay, okay.
and
I think I have a vague idea of what you're talking about.
and we get into a big blood sports fight that I would think is good content, and it seems like a lot of people would agree with me. And then you, Mo, would be like, "Ooh, why are you guys fighting, man? Why don't you just peace and love, man?"
Oh, yeah, you can just stop that. Oh, okay, you can stop that shit right the fuck right now.
It's me,
Oh,
Moside Gaming. Peace and love, man.
hmm, I hate you so much. I hate you so fucking much. Do you have any idea? Like, I cannot deal with your shit right now, Riley. Do you have any idea what I am dealing with right now?
Oh no, you're gonna get swept up by the big bad hurricane,
Do
and I'm
you
gonna
have
feel
any
so
idea?
terrible for making
Yes,
fun of you.
quite possibly, quite possibly. I don't know. This could just suddenly just go up to a fucking Cat 5 again. In which case, I'm probably gonna die. I'm just saying, I'm probably gonna fucking choke, and it's gonna fucking suck.
You'll be fine.
So, yeah. Well, if it were a Cat 5, I think I would try and run like crazy.
Yeah, if you had a Cat 5 coming, you'd think you would already be in the evacuation process.
Oh man, I would
You'd
be
be in your
losing
little
so
Mo
much
car
shit.
driving away.
Hey, don't call my little Mo car. It's still a little Mo car.
The little Momobile.
Momobile, I hate you. Shut up.
Or is it just the Mobile?
The Mobile.
Yeah.
I think I like Mobile a little bit more. We'll go ahead and go with that.
Okay, there you go. Well, anyway, you probably have some political bullshit you want to yell about. Did you guys talk about the debate last week? I did not. I did some selective editing this week. I didn't hear the
Uh,
whole thing.
uh, I think we talked about it for a little bit. Talked about the Doctor Disrespect stuff for a little bit, but we didn't really deep dive too much
'Cause I know
into it.
Redox wanted to hear you talk about the debate. I meant to ask you two things when I asked you how to meet women. I meant to ask how to meet women and how did you feel about the debate? Because those are the two things
Oh,
Redox told me to ask you, but I only asked one and forgot about the other.
oh, okay, okay. The answer that I gave Redox to everyone who's listening was go to a bar, pick up chicks, man. Chicks like being hit on at a bar. It's fucking great.
I think he was more. I don't remember what you said. I was there, but I was also very tired, which is why I left 18 minutes in. And I think the question he was asking was more like, is there any sort of like deep difference in how you met girls back when you were young versus how you would meet girls today?
I mean, really, it's just I think I recall saying it's all just about being social, about being sociable, and not being a weirdo spurg about it. Not wearing your don't wear your Minecraft shirt to the fucking bar, the
No,
club,
that's
or
cool
anything.
now. What do you mean?
No, it's
We
fucking
live in an
lame.
era where that's cool.
No, it's not. I'm telling you, it's
Maybe if you're in your
it's all
40s, if you're trying to pick up other chicks in your 40s, that's probably bad. But
not.
if you're fucking 20
No,
Those chicks
man.
probably like Minecraft too.
No, they fucking don't. All that shit is TV shit. Chicks are even more shallower and even meaner than they were in my fucking day, okay?
No,
They do not they hate
95% of the women
they
95%
hate
of the
video
women I've
games.
come to know in my time working in the working world as a young adult, the other fellow young adult women I talk to are all fucking nerds to some degree. They've taken over, Mo. The Minecraft shirt is more likely to win you points than it is to lose them. I think.
Those chicks aren't the chicks that go to clubs though, man.
I don't know if that's true necessarily.
No, like, dude, the same type of woman has always gone to the club throughout the ages. It doesn't matter if it's the 40s or the fucking 2020s. The same type of chick has always gone to those clubs and all that. And it's the type of chick that you're not going to get dressed up like a fucking nerd.
I feel like I've met like so many fucking like unreasonable like smoke show 10 out of 10s who are big nerds. They're also like conventionally attractive and go out to like bars and shit.
Yeah, but
But
that has to be in real
they
life. That has to be in
because
real life. It can't be online
it
because
was
there
not
are no
online.
girls on
It
the
was not
internet.
online. But
Okay.
like these like smoke show 10 out of 10 girls who are nerds and go do real shit, but like I almost feel like to try to posit on why this phenomenon is the case, I almost feel like these women just have this like sick desire to like somehow relate with men on like a stupid level. So they're like,
It's all
hey,
a facade.
what are these video games? But like they decide that they like them and they commit to the bit, and then they see you with a Minecraft shirt and they're like, oh my god, I play Minecraft. What's
Dude,
your
chicks just don't look at me, man. Chicks don't like me. I'll keep my mouth shut, not say anything. Now advertise my fucking socials so they can see my real toxicity out on the internet.
you should
I'll
go
just
to
keep
a you should go to a club and try to pick up chicks with a t-shirt that just has
Ugh,
all your links on it. Just like
I'm
at
never
MSG official YT on Twitter,
I'll never go to a fucking club,
Moside
man.
Gaming on
I've
Kick.
been to 2 clubs in my life, and no thank you, no 3 times in my life. One time I had a good time. The other time, it was sort of like I got to see some ass, but really that was it. And I could have said no to the first 2 times I went to a shitty club.
You know,
Ugh.
I've never been to a club. There were some tentative plans, but they ended up getting canceled because somebody involved's mom suddenly died. So that didn't happen. So I've never been to a club.
You're not missing anything by not go to a club, man. You should just go to a bar. The bar is where the scene's at, man.
They're opening a bar. For some reason, they closed like every bar that's like within reasonable walking distance from me. I don't know why that happened, but it seems like they're opening a new one. There's no sign up yet, but I look inside and there's like a dartboard and a TV and a pool table, so it seems like it's a bar. So that'll be interesting once that opens.
Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, you get chicks at a bar, man. Like chicks like, being talked
I've
to at
always
a
heard that
fucking
that's kind
bar.
of a myth.
No, that's
Like you just
fucking
see a chick
bougie.
in a you just see a chick in a bar and you fucking walk up to her and start talking her up. Like I
That's
feel like
no that
95% of women at bars are either there with men or just like aren't interested in that at all and are just there to fucking drink.
no, those are at bougie ass fucking bars, like at a Chili's or like a Texas Roadhouse or something. You talking about like a regular ass down and dirty fucking bar? Yeah, the fucking chicks there are like they want to fuck the first thing that fucking moves. Unfortunately, they want the fucking dudes to fucking come talk to them first. So it's important that you shoot your shot. Just don't be a weirdo creep about it. It's so easy to talk to chicks and not be a weirdo creep. I think that's been
It's
lost on everyone these days.
I mean, I would hope that I don't come off as a weirdo creep, but I certainly have problems genuinely shooting my shot with women. Like I'm good at having conversations with them and getting charming them and getting them to like me as an individual. But I'm too much of a pussy to ever try to move it any further. So I just get friend zoned by literally every woman I meet.
Said Riley, just ask the chick for for her number. Just ask her for her number.
So
And
hard.
just it's no, it's not.
Scary.
It's not. It's
Scary,
not.
Mo.
It's
It's
not
scary.
scary. You're being a puss. Okay, it's either this or you're jacking off to clown feet porn again. Okay, would you rather get real feet or fucking online clown feet?
Listen. The clown thing was just a phase.
You lie,
I'm not
lie,
watching
lie.
clown porn all the
Oh,
time.
I can feel your fucking naughty list, naughty picture folder on your fucking computer. I can feel it
I
growing every single day.
I don't really download porn. That's the thing. Is like I don't like having it like just downloaded onto a device because I can just go on the internet and find porn. So why would I download the porn? Occasionally I'll download like pictures. I think I might have a couple like Twitter thoughts and fucking Rule 34 pictures saved on my phone. I don't think I
Well,
have
yeah.
any clowns actually.
Like
No clowns.
the whole point of having a porn folder is so, like, when you're ready to hurry up and get the job done, as the kids say, you're not just going, okay, Brazilian fart porn, and just like, scrolling endlessly
Well then
so you can fucking hurry up and end it.
just bookmark your porn. You don't have to
Well,
download the
you could do that
porn.
too, but downloading it's so much simpler because you can also just access it whenever you feel like. You say the internet's down. What if a hurricane came through your fucking area and knocked the fucking power off, man? Now you can't access your bookmarked pornography. Now you just got a smattering of fucking photos. I bet you wish you had your fucking Spank Bank MP4 fucking folder ready to go on your phone, huh?
That's fair. That is fair.
Yeah.
I am exceptionally good at jerking off to mindscapes though, so I
What the
can
fuck
manage.
is a mindscape?
I'm just using a funny term for just using my imagination.
Oh, that takes too long and is boring. And I've got ADD, so I can't stay focused.
Yeah, that's fair. You
Ugh.
see, I also have ADHD and can't stay focused on a lot of things, but one thing I can certainly stay focused on is jerking off. It's
Well, see, here's my
I have
problem.
strong abilities to jerk off.
I don't know what ADD is, but fucking doctor said I got 80 of them sons of bitches. Woo! That's pretty much how I feel. Because I got 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80. Because that's apparently moderate to severe, the doctor said.
I believe I was just diagnosed with ADD, not ADHD. I don't think hyperactive was the right way to describe me, at least not past my very young childhood.
Well, it used to be the doctor just called you retarded, told the mom to slap you upside the head, tell you to sit down and fucking study and shut the hell up. That usually worked,
But then
but
they
everyone.
invented drugs that actually makes you do it.
And also, so this liberal snowflake fucking generation of fucking participation trophies, they can't take a smack upside the head, can't call the retards anymore when they're being retarded.
Wait, do you think that ADD and ADHD aren't real? Do you think it's just kids being retarded and need to be
Riley,
smacked
where the
upside the
fuck did
head?
you get that from?
It
I
seems
was
like that's
doing
what
a
you're
bit.
saying.
I was doing a
Okay.
bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
like dude, I have ADHD. I know for a fact it's real, and I know that ADD is real. Like generally, I don't think there's a mental illness that's made up. I think there's some mental illnesses that straight up sound like they're made up, especially like when like
Schizophrenia sounds made up. I know it's
no,
not, but whenever
it's
somebody
not. It's
describes
fucked up, though.
schizophrenia to me, I'm like, that's stupid. What are you talking about?
Nah, fucking schizos unfortunately are real, and there's just nothing we can really do about it. We can give them tons of pills, but at the end of the day, the pills they don't work on everyone, which is sad.
It's unfortunate that people suffer from schizophrenia, but I think it's worth it because whenever somebody with a deep Southern accent says the word schizophrenia, it's hilarious.
Schizophrenia?
Schizophrenia.
Fuck you,
He's got
alright?
schizophrenia.
You got them one of them schizo boys.
One of them schizophrenic folk.
Schizophrenic? Schizophrenic? Kind of reminds me of that fucking stupid meme like, hey, Bander? Hey, Bander? Are you a public defender? Have you ever seen that?
I have.
Nice, 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 good. Yeah, that's one thing about like the news school of fucking internet
I
dwellers and
love
people.
Dubis Goobus, the guy who made that meme. He makes these little animated joke cartoons all the time, and they're so
I,
good.
I've
There's one
seen like
about
a million of
Batman.
them.
There's one about Batman and the Joker that I love. It's one of my favorite videos on the internet. It's just so funny.
I like Solid JJ because
Solid JJ is also very good.
yeah, and then there's the other one that does the I think they do the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged ones,
You
or
mean
that
just
might be
the
Solid
guy who made
JJ.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged?
No, well, they do the what the fuck? I just had a random freaking uh I just had a random tab open for no reason from fucking Opera. I gotta say, I don't like Opera very much anymore.
No, I don't know why you ever did.
Well, because I'm looking for an alternative. Because Google fucking Chrome kept pissing me off and off and off and off, and I don't even remember why I stopped using Firefox.
For
But I
some reason,
just
I
need
live.
something else.
For some reason, I live like a two-browser lifestyle. I don't know why I don't just pick one and stick to it. But for some reason, I have both Firefox and Brave on my computer, and will just switch at a time.
Well, what kind of browser is Brave?
Brave is a Chrome fork, but it's like it blocks ads automatically, and like it's a popular browser with our sort of crowd where it's like we don't want to see any ads. We don't want to we want a cool browser. I think it might have like support for Tor. I've never used it, but I think it does have Tor support, and it's built off Chrome, but I think it's like safeguarded in its own sort of way. I'd have to have you research it because I don't really know much about it, but it's a
Oh,
popular one with our sort of alt tech community.
okay. I do like everything that you're saying, and I am currently downloading the Brave browser setup.
There you go.
All right, yeah, I'm definitely want to do that. God, I don't want to have to deal with this fucking hurricane, man.
Oops.
I just don't
Shouldn't have
say
lived in
oops.
Texas.
You shouldn't live in Texas.
I mean, I also shouldn't have lived in Florida. I'm also equally as susceptible to hurricanes, but I'm just
I mean,
saying.
I don't even know. I think maybe Kentucky I would move to, but honestly, man, there's nowhere in the union, or I don't know anywhere else in the world I want to go besides Texas. I think I'm stuck here because I don't know where else to fucking go.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely want out of Florida, and I want out of Florida fucking soon. I hate this place. I think the current plan is Ohio, but who knows how things will change as things go on.
Wyo, Ohio.
Because that's where Alex lives.
Oh, okay, okay.
I don't care about fucking that's the thing about me is I don't give a fuck where I am as long as I'm in the same place as people that I like. Like that's all I fucking care about. Put me anywhere. Put me I'd live in fucking Alaska if my friends were there. I'd live in fucking what's a bad state? What's a state that sucks? Iowa. I'd live
Mississippi?
in Iowa if my friends were there. Anywhere. Which
I,
that's exciting. I won't be on the MoCast next week because I will be in Ohio visiting my friend Alex.
nice, nice, nice.
We're gonna do all sorts of content. It's gonna be a big. We got a couple like touristy plans. Like I think we're going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, maybe some sort of museum of science.
You almost said
Um,
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Gross.
But I think the majority of our time is going to be spent cranking out the content, baby. We're going to make some good stuff up there. I'm very excited to, for the first time, be able to be in the same room as somebody who's like equally invested into making content that I am. Like I've made content with my real life friends, but it's always like I'm the content guy and they're just like along for the ride. This is the first time I'm with somebody who's like equally invested, equally like content minded, equally able to like come up with ideas and like match me comedically. So I'm very excited and I'm really hoping that we get some good stuff produced while I'm out there because I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been kind of in a slump lately content wise. I know. I think this show has suffered the least because I can kind of fade into the background because you have such verbose things to say all the time and take up 95% of the episode, which is good because it's the MoCast, and that's the bottom line of the MoCast. But I've
R.
I've been having problems just getting myself motivated to perform lately, but I'm really looking forward to this trip. because I'm going to be in the same room with somebody who's invested, and we'll be able to work together, put our minds together, and make stuff we can both be proud of. So I'm very excited for this trip.
Oh yeah, I'm glad that you're excited for something. It's nice to be excited for something instead of just going, fuck, I hate everything, god damn it all.
Which is what I've been doing for a while now. And I try to keep it to myself, but occasionally it bleeds into content. Occasionally I call into Moe's live stream and talk about how I want to kill myself. That'll happen every once in a while.
Oh yeah, and it just the content is so much richer for you having just randomly going, I want to die while I'm trying to concentrate on like a boss during a dungeon during WoW, or you know, trying to like play one of my shooty games and are like, yeah, all right, fucking 3 more, I get a fucking kill package or care package. Oh man, I just want to blow my brains out. Boom, headshot, fucking dead every goddamn time. Yeah, I like love it. I love it when you do that.
I'll keep the whenever I'm sad and Mo Side Gaming streaming, I'll pop in that call and I'll just let my feelings fly.
I'd rather you like do what I do, just lie to yourself and tell yourself that everything's okay, and then you can come into my chat room and talk to me. And whatever you do, don't tell me that you want to kill yourself because you want to kill yourself because then I'm going to fuck up my game and I'm going to feel fucking bad for being mad at
Yeah,
you
no,
for
and like
distracting me.
I just want to say this in case somebody's listening and is like, "Do I need to contact the authorities?" I am not a suicide risk, and the reason why is because God built this sick feature into me called an absolutely crippling fear of death. Death is the thing I fear the most by a country mile. So I'm never gonna kill myself because I'm fucking horrified at the idea of what death means. So no matter how dark things get, I'm not going to purposely kill myself because I am horrified of death.
There you go, buddy. There you go.
It's a really cool it's a feature, not a bug. It's a really cool feature that God built into me.
It's like, all right, cool. I want to kill myself, but I'm scared to die. Guess I'm not going to kill myself. The
Yes,
end.
it's a perfect system.
Which is good. Which is good.
Instead, I just like lay on the floor staring into space, lamenting the current state of my life, but I don't kill myself.
Okay, this is getting a little dark.
I'm saying it lightly instead of being like, oh. So
No,
I'm
I
doing
know,
good,
I
I
know.
think.
Which is good. Which is good. You know, at least you're not totally dead inside.
Yeah, there's still something in there. I think I don't think this is really a significant cause, but I think the part of it, at least, is the fact that this trip has been coming up for a while. Like I bought these tickets in like May, I think, maybe even April. So like for a while, it was kind of just like I'm looking so forward to going on that trip that just like everything beforehand, I'm just like, I wish these days would pass quicker so I could go, and that just causes me to not care about things as much.
So I have been
You.
looking at the stuff. Shush. uh, I've been looking at the weather reports lately. It's still the same. It just doesn't look as bad as it did yesterday. So it might not be so fucking bad. So that's what I'm hoping for. I just don't want to really have to deal with any bullshit.
Maybe
Ugh.
Mo won't die.
Now, I'm not going to die from a Cat 1 hurricane. If you die from a Cat 1 hurricane, you were living life wrong, and your player that has coded you has had to have your code pulled so they could do some debugging because you fucking died at a point that you were not supposed to die at, and now the investors are getting on their ass. And it's a whole fucking ordeal. So don't worry, you're going to get inserted back into the game.
You'll be rebooted.
Rebuild it. I see that I slammed my penis in the car door is making its rounds again.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Stardust really loves the shit out of that meme. Apparently, I guess she just seen that today.
Yeah,
or a few days ago.
the
Fuck.
Parappa the Rappa meme era was quite a sight to behold. There was also the one where it's a parody of the Batman. This is where I watch my parents die. Raphael thing, where it's Batman and Parappa the Rappa, and he's like,
Oh, I fucking love that meme. I
"This
love
is
the
where I
shit out
watch
of
my
that
parents die, Parappa. This is where I watch my parents die." Hoo hoo.
meme. Okay, so a little bit of breaking news. Breaking news. Vito's fucking Victory News Network account has just been fucking community has just got community noted, and now they just busted him publicly. It's like Victory News Network is a parody news source. Dr. Disrespect has never had a brand deal with Subway. He has previously worked with Gillette, Game Fuel, Asus, Rocat, and the Creative Artists Agency. So they just totally busted fucking I'm going to say this note was helpful. They just totally busted fucking Vito publicly, and it fucking sucks because he was doing such a fucking good job of just making up some outlandish bullshit. And people, like, there's just so many of my mutuals and their friends that I've seen retweeting Vito's bullshit.
And like thinking it's real.
Yes, and thinking that's totally ass real. Like, there's tons of people that fell for the Dr. Disrespect. The Subway sandwich chain has officially ended its sponsorship deal with controversial streamer Dr. Disrespect. And Vito really haphazardly did a really bad job of photoshopping Doc's fucking head on someone. Like, there's still even like the white fucking outline of the fucking, oh my god, yeah, I can see the fucking PNG little bits right here. I'm gonna go ahead and just share this to you in the general chat here. This is fucking funny because no one really fucking noticed that. If you click on the link that I just sent you, what it is, everyone listening, it's Dr. Disrespect's head photoshopped on like it looks like a black athlete even with that also. And it's a Subway sandwich fucking ad, right? And if you look at the outline of Doc's fucking head, you look in, like in between his fucking hair bits and stuff in the in the picture here, you can see the PNG fucking outline that he fucking cut it from in fucking Photoshop.
Oh, that's so funny.
It's so fucking funny that no one picked up on this. And this shit has had 1.8k fucking just retweets, 6.2 million fucking views. There's all sorts of shit. The people fucking people fucking fell for this hook, line, and sinker. And there was another one, let me see, that was fucking fantastic.
It just pisses me off. Like community notes are the new like satire tags voted up because like fucking they used to be fun. The community notes just used to be like this fun thing where people would say stupid bullshit on Twitter and then they would get called on it via a community note and everybody would point and laugh at them. And that was fine. But then fucking Elon Musk came out and was like, "Hey guys, if your post gets community noted, you can't have it monetized anymore." And suddenly it becomes a much bigger deal. And suddenly I'm much more pissed off when obvious satire like Vito's fake news network gets community noted. Because now Vito's not going to make any more money from those views, which he deserves because he just made a funny piece of satire that's obviously fake if you look at it for more than 2 seconds.
I'm just going to say it right now. Maybe this is a hot take, but you know what? Fake news fucking rocks, man. I love fake news. I love it. I love just spreading, my face when I fucking purposely spread misinfo on the internet, and it's like, that's me. I fucking love the shit out of that. That's why I love VNN so much, because it's spreading blatantly false fucking news. Like this one here. I love this one. July 4th will see the White House honoring the brave people of Israel by hanging up Israeli flags all over the White House and shooting off blue and white fireworks. Like, this is fucking funny. Like that was fucking funny as shit, man, because that's fucking rage bait. That's cancel bait right there. But no one really fell for that one, but that was a really good one, I thought.
Yeah, no, that is a good one. Vito's just a funny guy, Shame that he gets so much shit out there. I'm glad that you finally came around because you used to be a fucking anti-Vito guy. You used to be one of the fucking droning zombies that was like, oh, that Vito guy is a real scumbag, real fucking pedophile, that Vito.
Well, and it was kind of hard to, or it was before he really explained himself. Now, I don't think he's too much of a scumbag. Just sometimes, like
I mean, he's
his
a team
political
guy, and his
his
politics are kind of like wishy-washy, so I get it from that
yeah,
aspect.
well, the team guy shit, like he just kind of came out as a corpo bootlicker with his tirade against fucking Mr. Beast, and it's because of people like him that it's the reason why Mr. Beasts everywhere are
When did
fucking
Vito go on a
necessary.
tirade against Mr. Beast? What did
Oh,
he
and the
say?
last biggest problem
Oh,
episode.
yeah, I actually am only like 45 minutes into that one. I need to finish
Yeah,
it.
he just goes on a fucking ultra fucking brain dead fucking take
Excuse me.
on the entirety of everything Mr. Beast does. And he just ball licks and ball washes fucking Bill Gates's fucking nuts on the entire thing. So he's one of these fucking corpo bootlickers, and that really pisses me off.
Nothing Vito says will ever match, though. So I know you've been like listening to some of these podcasts while you go to sleep. I don't know how much attention, if any, you've paid, and whether you've picked up on some of this. But Monkey consistently podcasts with a man named Florian Himsl, whose name you may know from being one of the original creators of Binding of Isaac back when it was on Newgrounds.
Yeah.
And he does these movie podcasts with Florian Himsl. And Florian has just become a complete living meme in the monkey community. First of all, because all of his movie opinions, or at least a good majority of his movie opinions, are terrible. Or at least people perceive them as terrible, where like everybody else on the show will be like, hey, this dumb children's movie is dumb and bad. And Florian will be like, I don't know. I think it was very funny. I think I thought it was very good. He really liked Migration, the movie Migration. Big fan of Migration. He debated Nth Lemon about the Mario movie and how great it was.
I thought the
So,
Mario movie was pretty okay. It had some really good spots. I don't know if I would ever buy a copy of it though, or even download it to pirate it. But it's
but
okay.
that's fair. But another aspect of Florian is he's like, you see, in the Monkey movie podcast circle, there's also another guy named Erich McCoy, and he used to be the resident super leftist. Like it would always be that like Monkey and Asperger would just like review stupid like right winged movies with him and be like, "How do you feel about this one, Erich?" And that was always the bit. But Florian eventually evolved into like way more of a hyper leftist than Erich could even fathom, and they will have political arguments with Florian now, as often as they can. Usually, Florian will just remove himself from the situation because he knows he's going to get slaughtered. But one of the this is also the reason, by the way, Florian, a big piece of drama in the Monkey podcast world, is that Eggy Eggman Rodriguez himself.
Iggy.
You hung out with Eggy, right? You went to a Dick Show
Yeah, I
meetup with
did.
him.
It was fucking fun.
So
He was
him and Monkey are like,
he was blasted on a fucking edible and couldn't move for like several hours off the dude's lawn. It was fucking great.
that's awesome. So Monkey and Eggy are like totes besties now, and they do stuff together all the time. But Eggy started having to appear in the movie podcast less because Florian decided that he refuses to associate with Eggy or appear with him in any way. And
What
the
did fucking
cattle
he do?
and the catalyst for that
Sorry.
event, it's literally not even something that Eggy did, which is the insane thing. So, well, I guess Eggy kind of orchestrated it, but still, it wasn't even Eggy that was like the primary aggressor. So Monkey, Florian, and Eggy used to have a little show together. So I don't know if you're familiar with Monkey's show Trash Rats that he does with Rusty Cage and Reactor, but that show ended because they just didn't feel like doing it really, or at least Rusty and Reactor didn't. So Monkey started a new spin-off called Trash Rats International, And Trash Rats International eventually just became Trash Rats again. Like Rusty just started coming on again, and then Reactor came on, and it just became Trash Rats. But
Yeah.
originally the premise was it was called Trash Rats International, because Florian was there, and Florian lives in Austria. So it was Mumkey, Eggy, and Florian, and they were doing Trash Rats International. And they were doing the Trash Rats bit where they would just like talk about politics and argue about politics. And for one episode, they invited a friend of Eggy's on to debate Florian about Ukraine versus Russia. And they had a big debate where Florian is obviously big pro Ukraine, and the other guy was kind of more sympathetic toward Russia. And they had this argument. Mumkey and Eggy they were supposed to be like moderator-esque figures, but they were kind of obviously pushing for the not Florian side. And there was a big screaming match between Florian and Mumkey. And the reason why this reminded me of, because it's about Mr. Beast. This was just after the like Mr. Beast cures a bunch of blind people thing.
Mr. Beast, he's a white savior.
So,
not an Austrian accent at all, by the way.
yeah, no, not very good. But no, it's the opposite actually. So they were talking about tanks for Ukraine and how like we shouldn't be sending Ukraine tanks because they're too expensive, was the other guy's argument. And at some point, Mumkey asked Florian, would he rather 1,000 blind people be cured or one tank be sent to Ukraine? And Florian said he would rather one tank sent to Ukraine.
Okay, please tell me the name of this episode. I'll go listen to it later on.
I will send you the link. It's very good.
Thank you. I wonder where this has been in my whole life. I need this inside of me right now.
Florian, you should just click on the Florian playlist on the Simi and Jimmy's Treehouse channel. He's just a character anytime he appears. But this particular debate, Florian got so floored and yelled at and fucked over that he decided to blame Eggy for the whole thing and refuse to associate with Eggy, even though if you were to rank the aggressors in that situation towards Florian, number one was Mumkey.
Of course it's Mumkey. Of course it's going to be Mumkey.
Number two was the guy Florian was actually debating. And at the bottom was Eggy. Eggy was very reasonable. But Florian decided to blame Eggy for the whole debacle and refused to associate with Eggy. Which it seems like Mumkey immediately was like, this is kind of hypocritical because I feel like I'm more responsible for this than Eggy is. And Florian obviously is not going to disassociate with me because he's on this fucking podcast that we do. And then Mumkey promised his audience that he would be way meaner to Florian from now on due to this hypocrisy. And that was the case. And recently, Florian, quote unquote, quit Is It Kino, their movie show. But literally all that means is instead of coming on almost literally every episode like he used to, he said he's going to come on for special occasions and for their monthly show where they do like a movie vote. So he's still going to be on at least once a month and for other movies that he wants to be on for. So he's still going to be appearing on the show more than Kino Corner does, who is also a co-host. So it's really kind of redundant that he made this big declaration that he's quitting Is It Kino. But that's just some fun internet drama I've been following that not a lot of people know about because not a lot of people are listening to Monkey Jones's movie review podcast. So I thought I would share the Florian drama arc because I find it very amusing.
I definitely have to engross myself and just embrace the fucking madness that is Monkey Jones or Simi and Jimmy, excuse me.
Yeah, the Monkey Jones is evil twin that is dead. So,
I think I've said just about everything I needed to say because I'm so drained, not emotionally, but just my patience. Because I like the worst thing about a storm is just waiting for the stupid fucking storm to hit. And if we just get a little bit of rain out of this entire fucking debacle and I lose a day of work, I'm just going to be throwing things around my apartment. I swear to fucking God, it's like the last thing I really need to deal with because I also like Paul came over. He did his laundry and helped me move my fucking my futon back outside. And it's fun, it's nice, and all that, but it's gonna be a bitch to fucking move back out again by myself.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be annoying.
Meh. Yeah, I think I said all I needed to say this week. Other than I guess Redox wanted my thoughts on the presidential debate.
Yes, Redox wants to know your thoughts on Joe Biden versus Donald Trump, big presidential debate that happened just a few short weeks ago, or maybe it was last week. I
I
don't
think
quite
it was
remember.
last week. I know that me and Paul watched the George Stephanopoulos, hippopotamus,
Yeah.
fucking interview. I think yesterday, a day after it came out, and that was a fucking disaster. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Joe Biden is not fit to lead this fucking country at all, and I've also been trying to hasten his departure from the White House because I've been tweeting at him at the Joe Biden account. I go, Mr. President, sir, you said yesterday that you're going to drop out of the race and that you're going to be leaving here in a couple of weeks, and letting Kamala just deal with everything and handing her the keys to the White House after Trump beats y'all in an election. Do you not remember saying any of that at all? So I've been like trying to gaslight, the president's people, going, "Did we say that yesterday?" Because I find it really funny. This is fucking hysterical.
That is really funny.
This part's hysterical. Biden's official account likes to tweet out stuff while he's talking in another event, and that really breaks the presidential immersion. That, oh, I thought it was really fucking Joe Biden running the account, because we know it's not him. He's way too old to fucking operate a goddamn toaster, let alone a smartphone. But still, I need that immersion. I need to pretend that it's Joe Biden behind the fucking screen there. And he's just because that Trump was obsessed with his Twitter account when he was fucking president. Apparently, there was some stories of him like taking long shits because he's on the fucking can, because he's on his goddamn phone tweeting his shit out and truthying shit out. I will never go to Truth Social, by the way. I'll
I
never
think I
step
might
foot.
have a Truth Social account, but I've never posted or been on the website for any longer than it took me to register the account as a bit.
I won't even do that. I don't even want to do that. But to answer your question, Redox. Sorry, I'm taking a hit.
Hell yeah.
Uh,
Blaze it, brother.
fucking, just an awful display from Biden. Not even like one of Trump's best fucking performances, but obviously it's Trump, so you get that baseline Trump, but he fucking hammered him in a few areas, man. And all of America fucking saw it, and all the media saw it. And here's the fucking funny part right here. Destiny types and all that, mainstream media supporters, opponents are saying this, or who were on the side of the media up until the debate. They're now labeling America's media as far right wing media. That means MSNBC and CNN and Headline News are now all more far right than Fox is. So try not to die from laughter when you think of MSNBC and you see nothing but fucking Democratic bootlickers and leftoids as far as the eye can fucking see, and try not to laugh at that assertion that they're far right and we have a right wing media. This is because they're calling for Biden to step down, and he should step down. I
I don't
really,
get
really want him to
you
step
see
down real bad.
people have been making this argument. I guess I don't understand the political landscape, but it really seems to me like a lot of people are voting based on a side. So when all these leftists tell me Joe Biden can't drop out of the race because if we put a new guy in there now, people aren't going to rally behind him. Do we even care who the guy is? Like the only reason we don't want it to be Joe Biden is because he's fucking senile.
Yeah,
Like,
and
put
no one
any other
wants.
guy in there who still has his fucking mental fortitude, and I'm good.
Yeah, and no one wants Kamala Harris to be in charge either.
Yeah,
But
no. I would
there's
rather
a
anybody. I would rather fucking Gavin Newsom, who I hear sucks sometimes.
no, not Gavin
'Cause
fucking
he's the
Newsom.
guy that everybody wants, I guess, is what I've been hearing.
Yeah, because
But
he's a far left fucking fascist who packaged himself as a small business owner American, and really he had a chain of fucking wineries and wine stores, and he was a part of the 1% way before the term 1% was even coined. So he's a fucking scumbag. He hates poor people, raised the cost of fucking public transportation by like several 100%, helped make San Francisco and a lot of California unlivable. It is the worst of the, like, believes in the worst of leftist fucking policy. Uh, Climate change nutcase. Fucking believes that the
wait, are
only
you a not
way.
climate change? Do you not
Let
believe in
me let me
climate
explain.
change?
Let me explain.
Okay.
God, I hate that default answer from everybody in the world. Uh, he believes that the only way to save us from climate change is to tax the rich and eat the bugs and live in the pod.
I mean, I don't.
And, he's
Maybe
fucking scum.
maybe we
So
shouldn't eat the
no.
bugs and live in the pod, but we should tax the rich. I agree with that. Fucking base.
No, they're just going to. All right, so listen to this logic. You're going to tax the people who own everything, and you don't think for a second that they're just going to jack up the prices on us to recoup their losses?
They should be prosecuted for that, for
Yeah, but they're
malicious
not,
fucking
because
business practices.
they're not. They'll never do it. They'll lobby their way out of there. They'll buy their justice. The whole system, top to bottom, is fucking corrupt, man. Fucking
Yeah,
tax
we
the
need to
rich is
fucking
nothing but
fix
lip
it.
service.
We need to fix it. And part of that
Yeah,
fix
I'm
is
not
taxing the
putting.
risk, taxing the rich, and punishing them for trying to get out of it.
Yeah, but it's a fantasy, though. It's just not ever going to happen. No one is willing to do it.
So what you're saying is we just have to live in a corrupt nation for the rest of our lives, and our
Oh
fucking
no! See, no. That's if you go the peaceful route. If you go the fucking route that I want, you just
let's tile it down.
yeah. See, I can't Fed post on my own show because we'll get taken down. But yeah, everyone's
I
focused
do.
on the.
I'm not saying I would participate in it or that I would ever instigate such a thing, but as much as the guy's a fucking retard, I'm starting to believe in the Tim Pool Civil War narrative more and more.
God, I hate Tim Pool so
Like, fuck
much.
Tim Pool. I hate that Tim Pool's the face of the Civil War II theory, but I do think more and more that it's gonna happen every day.
Dude, straight up, man, I'm not even fucking kidding. I'm secretly gonna target people like Tim Pool throughout the Civil War. I don't care what side they're on.
Yeah, just like we have to make sure that Tim Pool is gone by the end of
No,
this
just like him and
campaign.
his whole fucking soy type. Because fucking Tim Pool's soy
Not
face.
his
Like,
brother though. Not Reactor. Reactor's okay.
why?
I don't know because he does podcasts with Monkey Jones and he's funny.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess he's off the list then. Yeah, but definitely Tim Pool, all of his soy drinking fucking followers. Anyone who does the fucking, like, anyone who's ever had a picture of them doing the soy face with the Nintendo Switch and all that, they're getting taken out. Just so many people. Like, anyway, I'm about to Fed post here. I shouldn't. I'm talking out my ass.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm just saying.
disavow. Just
I'm
kidding.
not saying.
In
I'm not
Minecraft.
making any statements as to whether or not I would participate in this or how I would participate in this. But what I am saying is, I do believe it is very possible we will have a civil war in our hands at some point because of just how palpable the hatred is between the sides. Like, I swear, we once lived in a world where people were allowed to be friends when their politics were different. And now it seems like we're moving towards a society where that is not allowed.
Oh, see, here's the thing. So I've been around for like a while. So I lived through the 80s and the 90s, like all of the 80s and all of the 90s. That wasn't really permitted at all. Like around the 2000s, it was fine. For like a brief moment, everyone kind of coexisted. and then 9/11
I've heard
happened.
of people getting married who have completely opposite politics. Like,
Yeah, well, it was kind of like a normal thing until like 9/11 hit and Bush happened and then Obama happened. It's just gotten, it was really just for like maybe 8 or 9 fucking years, maybe from like 95 to 2001, September 10th, 2001. So that's right around the time the camaraderie was around, you know? I think people overly romanticized that time because I kind of think that we were doing okay. Then Republicans and Democrats, socialists and libertarians all seem to, get along. And then the Bush years happened, and then the love or leave it libtard fucking became like a, like Godsmack in the Navy recruitment commercials. Never forget the great taste of Budweiser. Budweiser was there, as was Chevy, Ford, and all your other beloved brands that you love so much. So never forget to go to Walmart and go shopping. That was our message that we got for like the longest time. Never forget to shop. Never forget capitalism. 9/11, what's that? And that was pretty much it. And since then, I think it's just gotten like kind of worse and worse and worse. And the little enclaves of quote unquote our type of people in like the cities that we used to live in, dude, they got fucking gentrified and bounced out of their fucking areas, man. Priced out of their fucking neighborhoods that they spent like 20 years growing up in or just living in general. It's
yeah,
fucked
it's
up, man.
the state of the world is just, or the state of the country at least. I don't know how much this translates to other places, but just like, I hate that I'm made to feel bad by like some of my friends for just having my other friends. Because it's like we've reached this point where, and I try to fucking voice this. It's just, I don't care. Like, I think that hyper right wing people are retarded. And that most of, not most of, but a good chunk of the things they believe are straight up morally reprehensible and vile. But I don't fucking care. Because they're not directly hurting anybody with their own two hands. They're just retarded. Which, you should be friends with retarded people. They need friends.
Yeah, well,
So,
like honest to God, you just asked the other side. So you asked them these couple of questions. Were you were you for or against mandatory vaccines? Were you for or against excommunicating people or putting people in jail for not accepting the vaccine? If the answer is for them, or like if there was a yes to either one of those questions, those are the people you don't want to be friends with. And I know it's just like a few years ago, but still, that's still going to be fresh in our memory. And I don't think we should ever forgive or forget that, man.
yeah, no,
Like at
that
all.
that that shit is fucked. I think heavy encouragement to get the vaccine and uh jovial belittling of people who don't is fine. But once you're calling for like jailing or being forced, that's a whole
Yeah.
different issue. Like, I
Oh,
think I think you should get the vaccine, and I think you should relentlessly bully people who don't. But I don't think they
no,
should be
you
jailed
shouldn't
or
do that.
forced.
You shouldn't do that at all. You should just get the vaccine and take your little vaccine selfie and then shut the fuck up forever about it.
No, because it's fun to argue with people on the internet.
Uh, but-
As long as you're not advocating for people to be hurt or jailed or fucking suppressed in real life, then do what you want. Go around and fucking pick fights, because that's fun to me. But once you're fucking like discrediting somebody's whole humanity or like calling for them to be literally locked up because they won't get a fucking shot that they should get. But the point is that we should not be locking people up for this shit. We have freedom. We have to make compromises if we want to have fucking freedom, okay? Like, I get it. People should get the vaccine. It's retarded that there's this huge movement of people who's like, I don't want that them there Fauci ouchie vaccine. I'm not taking no damn vaccine. But like, those people shouldn't be in jail. Obviously, that's fucking stupid.
yeah, it's
I
fucking psychotic. It's fucking psychotic fucking behavior, man. And also, people that you don't need to be friends with are like, someone who got the book thrown at him for like graffitiing a brick wall. And it's like 3 years in, the state penitentiary, and everyone's like, good, lock up that lawbreaker. The same motherfuckers who have the "Don't Tread on Me" sticker along with the thin blue line sticker. Like, dude, their shit deserves to get smashed the fuck in, you fucking idiots. You can't fucking go "Don't tread on me" and then bootlick the fucking states, man.
Yeah. It's just, I wish we could all just get along and not try to, like, this whole guilt by association thing. People will try to claim that they're against guilt by association, but then
They
they'll be
love
like,
it though. It's
then
their
they'll be like,
favorite thing to do.
they'll be like, yeah, it's different because you're friends with fucking Nick Fuentes, and that's different than anybody else who's conservative and retarded. No, it's not. They're all the fucking same. Fucking Alex Jones, fucking Nick Fuentes, any fucking name you could name, fucking Jesse Peterson or whatever the fuck his name is. They're all the fucking same. They're all the same. Every single one of them. So you're either fucking full guilt by association retarded, or you just keep your fucking mouth shut.
Well, you liked a fucking a Death Note meme that was vaguely like mean-spirited to a cult personality on the internet.
That was not funny, and you shouldn't have liked it.
No, that meme was fucking funny. The meme was fucking funny.
No,
it was
the
making
meme
fun of
wasn't
Keffels.
funny.
Who gives a shit?
It
What are
wasn't
we, her
funny.
best fucking friends now? Who gives a shit?
You can make fun of Keffels without dead naming Keffels. That's the thing. That's not somewhere you should go. It's that fucking gay meme that leftists share, which is true to some extent, where it's like, you make fun of someone you don't like for something, and it doesn't affect that person, but then it does affect another person who you do like, who fits in that same category.
Oh,
So
that's
you
fucking bullshit, man.
you dead name Keffels, and you like a meme where it's like, Keffels will never be a woman, and I'm gonna kill her with the death note, or I'm gonna kill him with the death note, and
you're fucking laughing right now because you're a lying piece of shit. You fucking thought it was funny too. You just don't have the fucking balls to come out and just say, "Hey, Death Note Keffels meme was fucking funny."
I think it's funny that the fact that it was a Death Note meme. Like,
yeah, that was it. That's the only reason why I liked it. I didn't like it just because of the Death Note meme. I liked it because fucking Ryuk in the background went after fucking Light said the fucking name.
Yeah, but like,
it was fucking funny.
Let me fucking explain myself here. So it's like, shit, I lost my train of thought because you interrupted me. Fuck. What was I gonna fucking say? Oh, okay. I'll just kind of.
You were kissing an internet cult personality's ass, and you were lecturing me. And all right.
So the fact is, when you make fun of somebody you don't like for something that also applies to somebody you do like, it is very possible that person will be genuinely hurt by it, and I understand.
I think that just goes way too fucking far, and I think that you're asking too much.
If you believe that transgenderism is valid, you should grant transgender identity to anybody. There's so many things you can make fun of Keffels for that's not the fact that she's trans.
Yeah, like, but I also don't think that anything's sacred.
I think it kind of is sacred, though.
It's only sacred to trans people, though, man. It's not sacred to me. I'm not trans.
It's sacred to me, and I'm not trans.
Why? You have nothing to do with it.
Because I fully support the transgender movement. I believe that
you can still do that, but you can still like shitty things. I mean, fuck, man. There's plenty of Klan members that laugh at Eddie Murphy and fucking black comedians, man.
And I do laugh at trans jokes, but this one wasn't even like a joke. Mostly, like, it was funny because it was Death Note. It was funny because Ryuk was there, but mostly the joke is, her name's not fucking Clara, it's fucking whatever.
Yeah, it was just a troll people, though. It was supposed to get a reaction out of them. It was rage farming. That's all it really was trying to do. It was bait.
But I understand why that would upset somebody. I think it's kind of way, way, way too far to just.
It was not. All right, you know what? I understand completely, and I see your point, and it's perfectly valid. And I'm not mocking you or being condescending. Well, I am saying that because it's not like the Death Note meme's not a hill I'm trying to die on, but it's there's some things I think maybe you're asking a little bit too much because that's just way too broad.
Yeah, so there was one thing I meant to explain that I kind of got off into a sub tangent. So 1 second, rebooting,
Oh
loading,
man,
loading.
fucking the first like 10 minutes of the fucking debate also, we straight up witnessed a human being reboot on stage right in front of us.
That's
Because
pretty
Biden
great.
was like bring doo doo doo. You know, he had to reboot the old modem and get fucking back into the goddamn debate.
So my final point on the issue, I you know I haven't been doing enough fucking leftist bitching lately because I have my own brand of leftist bitching. I like free speech. I like being friends with conservative people, but I do have very strong leftist opinions that I enjoy espousing and getting yelled at for. But I am 100% in full support of 100% acceptance of transgenderism. If somebody declares their gender to be a different identity than how they were born, no matter who they are, I don't give a single fuck. The worst scumbag on the fucking planet. If they say they're trans, I will refer to them by their preferred pronouns. I'll call them a scumbag. I'll fucking talk about how fucking disgusting they are, but I will use their preferred name and pronoun because
What?
it's not because when you
Okay,
attack somebody with something that applies to people you do like, it can hurt them. So like if fucking if I traveled back in time to 1942 and fucking Adolfina Hitler is there and wants me to call her a chick, I'll call her a chick as I fucking shoot her in the head because everybody is entitled to gender identity even if they're a scumbag. That's what I think. 100% the full gender identity acceptance. Christian, I refer to her as a woman, even
yeah, I
though
was about to
she
say,
is
what if they
terrible.
rape their mother who has dementia and can't defend
Then
herself
she's
multiple
disgusting. She's
times?
disgusting. She should be locked under the jail. She's still a woman.
But why are you going to give them that much? Why are you going to give them that much consideration? I don't feel
Because
like they deserve that.
to receive full acceptance for the transgender movement, we have to accept it as a full fact of life. Every single person has to be given the right, or then it becomes a slippery slope of okay, I don't like this guy because he made a
Raped
sandwich I
his,
didn't like.
raped his mom who had dementia. You
Yes,
can say the crime. You should say the
that's the
crime.
extreme. No, I'm making a point. That's the extreme, right? But if you give them that, then it's a slippery slope where you go further down the line. It's like, well, I don't like this guy because he tripped me once in high school, so he doesn't get to have his gender identity.
He
So it's
also tripped into his, dementia-ridden mother and raped her multiple times.
or like, what if a fucking poor homeless man fucking robs a bank and gets arrested? Is that person no longer in ownership of their fucking gender identity? It
I don't
becomes a
really think we'll be focusing on the gender identity. More like, hey, this dude robbed a bank.
but it's like it's a slippery slope because where does it end?
Well, I think it ends with like rapists and pedophiles. You know, I think everyone's due consideration until you do an extremely heinous crime. Like maybe if you beat up a couple of dudes and steal their wallets, maybe I won't be so hard on you. Maybe in a world I can even understand why you did the fucking crime. Maybe it's this, maybe it's that. But you know, when you get to like the big ones, like, hey, I murdered 3 fucking people, like, dude, you're a fucking monster. And you know, hey, you're telling me that I have to treat you with kind of kid gloves when I speak about you? I don't
It's
think
not
so.
it's not kid gloves though.
I think
It's
that asks
just
too much. I think that's asking too much.
the ultimate bottom line of the transgender movement is the ability to be like, I am a woman now, and then
Sure,
you are a
I'm not. I
woman.
will never dispute that. I
Women,
never disputed
people,
that once. You know.
people who are born as a man and people who are born as a woman. There are plenty of male monsters. There are plenty of female
Yeah,
monsters.
but we're
You
not
can
talking really about gender at this point. We're just talking about an individual, you know, doing a heinous crime on an elderly woman. This is what I'm talking about.
yes,
Like,
and Christian. First of all, he or she, my bad. She did, she did get let off. So that case is weird. Like,
No, it's not weird. They
why did
fucking
they
raped
let
their
her
fucking
off?
mom
Why did they let her off? She didn't even fucking. She
because
wasn't.
she's a
She
because
wasn't
she's a
sentenced. She didn't have bail, so she spent the time in jail waiting for the trial. But once the trial happened, she was fucking not sentenced. She was set free.
because it's a fucking PR disaster for that freaking district. Imagine being the judge that sentenced a mentally ill transgender woman to fucking jail for any reason. It could be like fucking clubbing 10 babies and it'll still be a fucking PR nightmare. All the
Yeah,
fucking alphabet groups are going to be out there protesting because they don't care what the crime is. They're just out there and that's just it, man. You know,
you might have a point. I'm not 100% defending Christian. She probably did it. But I've heard the
no,
narrative.
she straight up admitted that she did it.
Yes, but that wow, a mentally ill person said they did something. We must have to take them at their word. The narrative that I've heard that I think is possible is that
But
Kiwi Farms fucking gaslit her into admitting to crimes she didn't do, and then reported her for those crimes she admitted to that she
oh
didn't
no,
do.
the bullshit. That's like fucking Doctor Disrespect trying to like skirt around the individual minor, with the minor language or talking to the minor language with ugh. That's
But
like
Doctor
Doctor. That's
Disrespect
like
is
Doctor. Hold
sane.
on, hold on. Let me finish this because I'll be ashamed of myself if I don't finish the sentence. It's like Dr. Disrespect trying to skirt around the fact that he talked to a minor by using terminology like individual minor. You know what I mean?
Well, the real scumbag move there was when he took Minor out of the tweet, then realized that his
Oh,
editing
yeah.
history was visible, so he put it back in.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, no.
But the difference is Dr. Disrespect is a scumbag who is fully aware of what they're doing. Chris Chan is fucking insane. Chris Chan thinks she's Jesus, okay? Chris Chan is not right in the head. Chris
Yeah, but
Chan claims things all the time that never fucking happened, such as her going to fucking Sonichu land and hanging out with Sonichu and Rosachu. So I think it's very possible that fucking Kiwi Farms A-log assholes tricked her into saying something that didn't happen. I think it's possible. I think there's maybe about a 5% chance. 95% Chris Chan is guilty. 5% she was gaslit by Kiwi Farms.
okay, fine. I'll concede that little point to you then.
But that the point is, even if she is guilty, she's a fucking disgusting scumbag and needs to be locked up where she can never hurt anybody in society again. But I'm still calling
Well,
her a
really, it's just
that's what
her
it is.
mom that's really the only one in trouble. But you
Once
know,
you once you've transitioned, you become that gender. And I don't think that should be taken away from you when you commit a crime, no matter what the crime is. Because if a woman who is born as a woman commits a crime, we talk about them as a woman. So if you're transgender, you get to become that gender. Then a woman committed this crime, and we talk about this woman who did terrible things and is a terrible monster. But she's still a woman because once you are transgender and you transition, you are that gender. You don't lose that because you're a monster. There are female and male monsters. So when you refer to Chris Chan as a disgusting monster, you can still refer to her as a woman and lose none of that.
all right, all right. I get you on that. I just not a huge fan of the. But you know what sucks is that they're coming back.
Chris Chan?
Yeah, like she started doing fucking live streams and shit. So eventually, it's going to be Christine Weston Chandler mania all over again. So nothing. True justice is just absolutely been denied. I think about this whole fucking debacle. So that I think that's what pisses me off even more than anything, really.
Oh, okay. Real quick, I do want to say I didn't know she was streaming again, but I knew she was back on Twitter for some time. And I remember there was one particular post that I saw that I think I might have laughed about for an hour straight. I don't know if you've ever seen this, Mo. Let me send you the link so you can see the picture, and I will read this to you. Okay. Uh,
Okay.
Chris Chan was commissioned to draw a thing, and she wrote a big tweet about it. And here I'm gonna link it to you right now. It's in the MoCast Pants. and I'm going to read this tweet based on this drawing of
What
Peter
the fuck?
Griffin, Pickle Rick, Sonichu, and Chris Chan, and the big fucking 5 paragraphs that go with this fucking image are, this is a commission I finished drawing on the 27th this week. The title is Addressing the Toxic Darkest Sinning Minority, with Peter Griffin himself being such an individual. Allow me to explain, please. I consider this a statement where I am there with Sonichu, but I'm addressing Peter like I was addressing the really toxic, darkest, sinning individuals who are narcissistic and or arrogant. I am expressing that I would like to guide him to better habits on the light-powered paths and intuitions, but due to him really closing me out and his worst history, I express disappointed emotions and expressions. And Peter's both confused and what the hell in his mind that someone on God level is that disappointed, yet still compassionate of him. Also, seriously, Megan Marie Griffin is too good for him. Lois and the others in that family. She's been lots of patient with them, and they still lowball and beat her up over the years. On that, I have been patient with y'all over the years, and I feel concerned and disappointed with the few who continue to see me in an outdated, misunderstood concept of an individual and want to ostracize and mock others, and even yourselves based on the individuals of your past who would influence you for the self-harming worse. For I have matured deeply and found myself in my soul-searching and meditations. But I digress. This is all about a drawing of Peter Griffin.
All right, so does the pickle Rick sort of represent him wanting to rape his mother with dementia?
Maybe she doesn't explain Pickle Rick at all. He's just standing there.
Because I assume that the Golden Sonic Pikachu monster hybrid is fucking the blue-haired lady. So I guess like Pickle Rick is I'm Rapist Rick.
To be clear, the Sonichu character, Sonichu is canonically Chris Chan's child. So this is Chris Chan has arrived with her child Sonichu to condemn Peter Griffin for his horrific actions of bullying Meg, or Megan Marie Griffin, addressing her as her full Christian name.
Oh, so this is a fucking intervention on Peter Griffin dressed as Chris Chan?
Yes. She's morally outraged by the actions of Peter Griffin.
God, we need to bring back asylums, man.
Because she thinks fiction is real. That's the thing about Chris Chan. She thinks Sonichu is real. She thinks all the fictional characters are fucking real. She thinks Sonic is real. She thinks everyone is real. She thinks she is addressing the real human being, Peter Griffin, about his horrific treatment of his real daughter, Megan Marie Griffin.
Good lord.
She's fucking batshit. She's insane. We do need to put her in an asylum.
Oh yeah, big time. I guess I kind of prematurely said all I needed to say. Apparently, that was a lie.
Yeah.
That was 30 minutes ago that I said that. I'm like, all right, cool.
I'm glad we got more because I was scared that the episode was gonna clock under an hour once I cut the silence. So we got some good stuff in there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, sometimes I'm so like preoccupied with like, man, I just want to go sit down on the couch and chill. But
we got to get like at least an hour 15 to make sure that we are over an hour.
I still haven't heard fuck all from Thunder and Lightning at all since I started this fucking podcast an hour and a half ago.
Well, congratulations. Another fake hurricane once again.
God damn it.
I'm surprised your work canceled that quick because like my work is literally like they will wait until the absolute last second. Like they literally, we will have fucking an insane hurricane that's supposed to come right to our city, and they'll be like, make sure you call the phone line tomorrow and listen to the recording to see if we're open or not. Like,
yeah. Yeah, here's the thing about that. See, we do have a hotline. It's just that everyone's all like, I ain't got no time to put no fucking phone number in my phone. What the fuck do you think my phone is? A phone? And and I'm in that group too. Because my boss is like he called me yesterday going, Mo, going to have a big old meeting here today to determine whether or not we're going to be reactivating coming back up on Monday or not. Because apparently the threat of the storm alone was enough for most people on all the shifts to already call in. And we need as many people as we can to start back up. And so, yeah, we got that going for us.
Yeah, no, our work is like you have to call the hotline in the morning to see if we're open, and if you don't show up, we do count that against you if we're open. So
Yeah, he called me and go, yeah, we're definitely going to be closed tomorrow because that was when we were in the eye of the pathway of the hurricane. But yeah, that's pretty much. I think for once. Oh yeah, I think I said everything I can say. I don't
I
know
think
what
we got
else
a
to
good
talk
show.
about.
We got a good show today.
Yeah.
I think we
Do
can
you have
call it
anything
quits.
else you want to talk about before we bail?
Uh, we think for 1 second to make sure I don't miss
All right.
anything. I mean, Mo, real quick, I guess this would be a fun little mini segment to wrap up with. I would like to hear. I've been trying to ask people. I also asked ChatGPT during an episode of Detour Ahead. We've been really racking our brains on some ideas for some hard hitting, good, funny content we can make on the Ohio trip. Do you have any bright ideas for me and Alex, YouTube videos or otherwise content that we could create while we're in Ohio? Cranking out the content.
Record each other interviewing random strangers on the internet, asking them like what their favorite memory is, and when they start like recounting their favorite memory, walk off and just go interview someone else. It'll lead to a chain social disruption that'll just start like a real field of negativity, and then maybe some fights and some action will fucking break out.
You see, me and Alex are both fucking social retards who would be horrified to do that. So I don't know if we will. But that is a hilarious bit. That's so funny.
Like the first old man, you go there, well, fuck you, you son of a bitch! Fucking suck my dick! You fat tub piece of shit!
I actually, I remember. I don't know if I've ever told this story on the show. This is the first time I was ever offered drugs. I was 17, and I was walking home from a friend's house, and just these like teenage dirtbag looking guys are fucking walking
I was
around.
17, I
Um,
had my very first beer. Sorry.
and
Simpsons joke, my bad.
and this random ass dude I've never seen before is just like, "Hey, bro, you want some weed? It'll change your life." And I'm just like, "Nah, man, I'm good." And I start walking away. And as I'm walking away, I hear him yell in the distance, "So would a treadmill."
Oh my god! God damn! That's fucking brutal. You got burned by some rando fucking drug dealer, man.
Yeah.
Ouch.
That was pretty funny though. I was a fan of that.
Mm.
I always thought when people randomly fat shame me in public, all I can do is fucking die laughing because it's fucking hilarious. I've had people like this happened recently where somebody like just drove by me like on the highway as I was walking home and I just heard them yell, "You're fat," and I fucking broke out laughing. It was
I've had
fucking
that happen to me
hilarious.
before. I've had that happen to me before. It's kind of why I don't really care about women fucking complaining about catcalling. Because, you know, like you get called, hey, sexy mama. That's fucking not shit, man. I get fucking fat shamed. I've had shit thrown at me at bus stops, man. I've been made fun of all my fucking life, you know. So public fat shaming, I think, is like way more hurtful than fucking name calling or cat calling or whatever have you.
Yeah, it's so funny when people just like mess with me in public. Like I'm always there was also this group of guys who like I don't know if they were filming me for a TikTok or something. I don't know what they wanted me to say. They kept trying to tell me to say some sort of phrase that might have been in another language because I didn't understand it. But I just could not make out what they were saying. So I'm just standing there awkwardly like, "What? What is it?" huh? And I want to play along, but I cannot hear what they're fucking saying. So it's just like this whole awkward exchange where they're trying to get me to say some stupid bullshit for their internet video, and I just don't understand them, and I'm acting like an awkward retard because I have no idea what they're saying to me. There's some fun stuff out
Dude,
there.
like last year, I was wearing that stupid ass Pickle Rick, fucking Rick and Morty t-shirt, and someone stopped me and goes, "Dude, I absolutely love your freaking shirt. Can I take a picture with you?" I've had random people ask me for pictures every once in a while. I just
I had that
assumed
happen when I was a kid. So I went on a field trip and I was at like a museum or some shit. I don't quite remember. Actually, I think it was an aquarium. Now that I think about it, or maybe it was like a marine biology museum, something like that. There were stingrays at some point, but it was mostly indoors. I don't quite remember the circumstances. But I guess I didn't realize how novelty it was to be in Florida and be wearing a sports jersey for a sports team that wasn't Florida, because I was just this innocent little kid walking around this museum, and what I was wearing, because my mother bought it for me, because we are from Massachusetts, was a Patriots jersey. And for
oh
some
god,
reason, a lot
get
of
out of
people want
here,
to.
you fucking queer!
No,
Pshing!
they weren't even mean. It was quite the opposite. They were so and fascinated by the fact I was walking around in a Patriots jersey that multiple people asked to take pictures with me.
Really? Oh, okay. So you didn't get fucked with, got queer basher or anything? You just like
No,
got
they were
pictures
just like
taken with you?
there's just like random teenage girls walking around this fucking museum, and they're somehow amused by the fact I'm wearing a Patriots jersey and want to take a picture with me.
Goddamn. All right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Good shit for you.
There was also recently, this is my last me being made fun of in public story. I suppose this one, I at least was not outwardly making fun of me, but I assume it might have been ironic. I was standing at a crosswalk to cross the street to go to work. And, I have like my big long fucking hair that I never cut that gets in my eyes all the time. And I'm standing there and the wind is like putting my hair in my face. And there's a car that stopped near me. And he's like, hey, and the guy's like, hey, can you like flip your hair up like this? And he does like the hair flip that like like a supermodel with long hair would do, where they like flip the hair out of their eyes, and it's like, whew. And he asked me to do that, and I did it, and everybody in the car cheered.
Oh my god. Like, but you better watch out for that though, man, because sometimes some Fed might go, "Hey, that's a perfect guy to shoot up a school," because a lot of them fucking look like that, man. Has anyone come up to you and offered you a fucking gun and a fucking long jacket?
No, that has not happened.
Oh, okay. Good. And on that note, I think we'll go ahead and end the episode on that. Riely, where can they find you?
Folks, you can find me at linktr.ee/Riely Cinematic Universe. That's RIELY Cinematic Universe for all your fucking Riely needs. So many podcasts, so many YouTube channels. Keep a particular eye this week, folks, on Detour Ahead and the Dickheads podcast, which is located on the Riely Podcast mega feed. Because for the first time ever, and the Issue Crew as well, I forgot we're going to film an Issue Crew as well. So there's going to be 3 or 4 podcasts that go up between Detour Ahead, the Dickheads podcast, the Issue Crew, and we might do a movie review as well, that are going to be on camera in the same room for the first time ever. It's going to be very exciting. So go ahead and check those out. It's going to be a good time. We're going to make so much content for you. Keep an eye on my YouTube channel as well, because we're going to make some miscellaneous content. Some of it will be on my channel. Some of it will be on her channel, Colo Chew, which you can also check out. It's going to be a great time, so stay tuned.
Nice. And you can find me at twitter.com/MSG official YT. Go check me out. Got a link tree with all of my stuff in the description. W.GG, use promo code Moebigotty, save 10% off total purchase. Sub to everything. Everything with my stupid fucking name and my stupid fucking face. Go sub to it. Support it. Give me money. Give me lots of money. With a small loan of $1 million, you too can change my life. And yeah, thanks for coming out. Thank you for listening to the episode. I definitely appreciate it. And see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everyone.